Hey guys, what's going on? Coming at you with a Saturday morning video. Tomorrow I'm going to make a video just about the market in general and just kind of my perspective. But with today's video, I wanted to actually talk about a stock I just bought yesterday. This is a new stock. I just basically started a new position. This is a stock I've been looking at for a while. And I always feel like it's so rich and so expensive to buy. But it's kind of one of those things where I feel like none of my stocks hit the strike again, hardly missed, or the average, cost to buy that I talked about in yesterday's video. None of them hit. They got within pennies again, rallied back up, then fell off towards the end, but still never hit that. So I did have some cash that I kind of wanted to put into the market, not kind of sit on my hands, because I feel like we're still in a really good buying opportunity. So I did buy this stock yesterday. This is the first time. Obviously the company is Nvidia. I'm sure most of everyone watching this video knows what it is. They're like the industry leader in like chips, and especially like high performance ones and gaming and all that stuff. And I just feel like their future is so bright, and chips and all basically what they do is the future. I mean it's going to involve computers. It's going to involve the competitive gaming. It's going to involve the metaverse. It's going to involve like mining and stuff like that. It's crucial to how we're, to what we're moving to. So I just wanted to start a position. Felt good buying it. Obviously the ticker's Nvda. It closed yesterday at $230.55. Of course, I bought at the highest point of the day yesterday because I thought the market was going to finish green and rally because it had a downwards trend Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday after what the Fed said, basically scaring people. But yeah, so I bought at the highest point of the day at 234.80, go figure. So, it's not a big deal. I'm only like 2% down from where I bought. Obviously, I'm a long-term investor, so really not going to get hung up on it. I do have, there's a nice TA line at 225. I don't know if it's going to go there. We'd have to have some really bad news just in the market as a whole, not just this particular stock. But, if it goes to this, I will probably buy more, and I'll make a video if I do. But I'm kind of happy with my position at 234.80. Obviously, it's a new position, as I just said, so don't really start too many new positions, but I just feel like I'm not in this space at all, really. So I just want to have some sort of, I just want to be in it and just hold it long term. Like I feel like if I ask myself, hey, is the stock going to be higher or lower in the next 2 years? Higher. 5 years? Higher. 10 years? Higher. So it's kind of just a good way to hedge, if you have a little bit of spare cash, or you're getting a little too cash heavy, or you feel like there's a good opportunity, rather than leaving in cash, because we can all probably confidently say, especially in this market, inflation is going to drive down the dollar just over time. Obviously, right now we're at 7-8%, and next year the Fed's goal is 2-3. So, I look at it as, well, if I think this is a good deal, why don't I just buy it? So that's kind of what I did. So that was basically my logic to why I just did it. So I'm happy with this position. I just started it. It's not even close to being fully built out, because I always prepare for the worst, hope for the best. So if it goes on a crazy epic run, or goes to 52-week highs, or doesn't hit a bot, or doesn't go below this, doesn't hit this cost right here, I started a position. I can reevaluate once the earnings comes out for Q1. I believe that's in the next coming weeks. So I'll kind of play that, I guess, kind of, not like a day trader, but if it goes down, I'll buy more. If it goes up, I have a position at least. So 52-week high in the stock, it was going crazy a couple months ago. It was 346.47. Even then, some could argue that it's super rich. It's always going to trade rich because it's such a high flying growth company. So kind of like Amazon, kind of like Tesla, Facebook when it was on that crazy run, Google, they trade all really rich. So it's kind of hard if you do fundamental investing to feel like it's a good buy. I feel like it's never a good buy. Obviously, I want to also, with a possible recession coming and the Fed raising rates and stuff like that, I just want to put myself in very strong, good, cash-heavy, fundamental growth companies. So I feel like this is one of them. So I feel real good about it. I have no doubt in my mind it will hit 52-week highs one day again and beyond, obviously. So feel good about it. Another reason I bought this week, I don't want to say today was the bottom, or maybe Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever. We don't know, right? But the CPI data comes out the 12th, which is next Wednesday. So that reads the consumer price index. So we know the commodities like oil, gas, and then obviously like wheat, because it's mainly in, Ukraine and stuff like that. It's going to be insane, this report. Like, we know it's going to be all-time highs. I think the market knows that. It's just a matter of how bad is it really. I think it's going to come in at like 9.5, or maybe even a little higher. That's just my opinion. But I think most people in the market are expecting that. So it's one of those things where not really, I think even if we get something bad and higher than what it previously was, everyone knows that's coming. So it's expected, right? So I just could see bad news happening and the market rallying off the bad news. And then that's going to start this like rally. And then obviously there's going to be some hope or maybe some fear in May. The Fed speaks the first week of May. So the consensus right now in the market's 80% chance of a 0.5 point rate hike. But Jerome Powell said, he's doing a 1/4 point. He did 1/4 point the first time. So I really think there's going to be a 0.25% rate hike the first week of May. And if that happens, that means most of the market was preparing for something way worse. And the market's going to rally on that if he does that. I'm banking on that. I think that's going to happen. If it's a 0.5 point, the market already has that baked in basically. So it's kind of a win-win. So with these two situations coming, like this is coming next week, this is coming in 3 weeks, I just want to be, I don't want to regret not buying this, So that's kind of my logic and my thought on why I'm buying now. Q1 earnings also start next week. The banks start reporting. If you remember, a lot of the earnings in the Q4 2021, even the banks and all that stuff, they were really worried about interest rates going up. They're really worried about lending, which is how the banks make money, right? They were worried about consumers still spending money on stupid stuff, and stimulus stopped, and people are going to be a little scared for recessions. They weren't sure how unemployment was going to go. Unemployment's gone down. People are getting jobs. Every demographic is going down percentage-wise as far as unemployment. Consumer spending is insanely strong, at least in my area. Everywhere I go, like I just went, an example, to pick up pizza at a local place, like a restaurant, right? Packed. Friday night, 45-minute wait to get pizza. Takeout, crazy. Went to the mall last week, packed. Lines to get in every store to buy shoes, clothing, like high-end stuff. So that's good for banks. That means there's a lot of spending in my eyes still going on. That obviously could change if we go into a recession or whatever, but I think they made really cushy guidance for everything because of all the uncertainty going into this year. I think banks are going to destroy earnings. I just think they're going to beat. So that's going to set the pace for everything else this month, and then I have a feeling things are going to rally up from there. That's my opinion. The Fed's trying to fearmonger people and keep the market down because they don't have to do anything to do that. So that's kind of my logic to basically the market in general right now and why I'm buying Nvidia. So I just love this stock. I just want to be a part of it. And this is kind of my theory why I felt like I had to do it right now, at least start a position. Obviously, I could be completely wrong. Maybe they go a 0.5 point, market freaks out, banks miss earnings, consumers stop spending, CPI data is in, double digits, 10%. But like, yeah, sure, all that can happen. It's just not very likely. And if it does, I'm prepared because I've been recouping some cash. I've been very frugal with my spendings recently, and I haven't really bought anything I let you guys know when I buy things. So I really haven't bought anything crazy as far as stocks or anything like that. So that's really all I got. That's kind of my thoughts. I bought this stock. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Nvidia. If you guys think it's a good buy, bad buy. So if you like this video, just like, subscribe. I might make a video tomorrow. I might not. But I'll be back Monday for sure with an update. And till then, peace.